It is super hot and humid here in Bali, and we've just gone through such an awesome expedition in the rice fields. With Ibu Cynthia here, our future food scientist, with Arta carrying all the gear for us, and then of course myself, Dr. Nicolene, leading all of these expeditions. And as we are standing here filming this intro, beautiful jewel beetles are actually flying from leaf to leaf here in front of us, and I wish you guys could see that, but they're so fast and then off they go. However, we're gonna go from the jungle now, or from the rice fields down into the jungle, and we're gonna exit on the other side because I want to go show you what the rice fields actually look like at this time of the year on the other side of our jungle ravine, because there's a lot of watermelons being planted there, and it's quite different to what's happening here. I think they are resting the soil, so let's have a look. And I don't know, keep your eyes open. With all of this humidity, there might be a few things happening. We have a very, if I just can show you here, have a look. Extremely slippery road going down. I know that Trisna, you're holding on to Arta is holding on to the microscope. This is gonna be very challenging. As you can see my feet here. It is no joke. I don't know if you're feeling safe with holding. I can hold on to that. Oh, you might even see us coming down live into the mud. Just gonna hold on to this. I don't want to put the microscope away because we might find so many beautiful creatures. If you come very slow, and if you come closer, you'll see a really cool butterfly right here. Can you see that? Try, off it goes. Sometimes they're really fast and you can't even get them on film. So again, like really stepping down carefully. These leaves, however, have a look here that I'm stepping on, and these things, these seeds, they are from these massive big trees, and they are called artocarpus. And these are the ones you open, Ibu Cynthia. You open these guys, right? And if you open these seeds, and we'll take this one with, on the inside it almost looks like corn, but it's not corn. And you can actually fry or stir fry these seeds and eat them, and they're super delicious. Really, really cool. So again, so many things happening here. The season has been turning here in Bali. It's gone from wet season to a bit more dry, and you can imagine if this is not wet season, imagine how wet it is when it's wet. So much water happening here. I think you should get a close-up on me stepping into this mud. You guys ready to see that? So disgustingly wet, but it's so cool at the same time. I absolutely love the mud. Now I'm gonna go slower, because as you know, when you go slower, you might start noticing things. So again, I'm just gonna put my hand, there. Beautiful spider. I don't know if you guys can see him at the back. Sometimes it's a little bit tricky to zoom into them. Just keep our eyes open. I don't want anybody to think that nature is a scary place, because you're not supposed to be scared of nature. You should just be aware and respectful. So as we go down here, listen. Do you hear the sounds? There's so many sun beetles singing and making their sound so loud. Here I have to go down so carefully. Oh, look at this. This leaf has been eaten in such an interesting pattern. It's actually beautiful. even if I had to put it on, you can get so many interesting designs from nature. Wow, this is quite an adventure going down here with you guys. I mean, I really think it's something that you have to experience with us. So we're really happy taking you down. Look at Arta coming down with the beautiful microscope. And I think let's pause here for a minute with the microscope. Let's have a look at this fern. Oh, and look at the smallest little grasshopper next to us. So you come a little bit closer. Put that down. Let's just look at this. Whoa. There's a lot of edible ferns here in the jungle. Seems like this one's covered with some sort of waxy layer, hairy layer. And you can see, look how it's all curled up into each other. Really, really beautiful. These are one of the edible ferns, Ibu Cynthia.
Which one?
These ones? How do we know?
Yeah, that's gonna be the edible fern. Usually the edible fern, it has less hairy on their stem.
Okay.
So that's, you can consume.
Okay.
That's
So we'll
one
take.
indicator.
Now, just look at this plant. I think if you had to see this plant, you might think it's the leg of a spider. And I think it's all part of its adaptation to actually scare other insects off and to make it difficult for other animals to just come and eat it. And just look at that. On each and every one of these little barnacles, there are even further little hair stems. So that's really, really interesting. So cool. Okay, just wanted to stop and show you guys. I mean, that's all from this thing. That's like all from this fern, from this beautiful Artocarpus seed pod. So let's take it with us. Oh. Let's go slow. I'll lead this part. You guys follow me. Ah. Sure. Okay, we made it down. So, so cool. Lot of bamboo. We're gonna have to go. Actually, before we go, you have to choose. Do we go the long way or do we go over the sketchy, sketchy bamboo bridge? This way? That way. I know what you guys are thinking. You want us to go over the sketchy, sketchy bamboo bridge. Fine. We're not gonna fall. We're gonna be very safe. We'll show you. Oh, look here. So this is inside. It has quite a fermented smell. I'm gonna collect these seeds because we can go and germinate them at the learning center. And oh, there's an airplane going over now. So basically, inside this seed pod, or inside this very well protected home, you will find these seeds. You will find these seeds. You know, some people say if you chop the trees like this, or when you scare the trees, they release a growth signal and it actually scares the tree and makes them grow faster. Now, I don't know if I want to do that to the trees, but it's really awesome to see that there are still big trees like this out here in nature, and I really appreciate them. Wow, what did you find? A cicada? Oh, look at those patterns. Again, oh, it's full of fungi. You can see that's something that happens here outside in the jungle. The fungi helps to decompose everything so fast. So this cicada, all that yellowy white stuff is almost like a mold fungi that's happening. You see it quite a lot. You see it everywhere. And well spotted, Ibu Cynthia. Okay, let's have a look at the bridge first. It seems very sketchy. If you look down over into the river, It's quite a drop if we had to fall down. A lot of the bamboo is cracked. It's not very stable. I'm just taking one step at a time, slowly. I mean, I just want to show you here. This is how absolutely withered it gets here in the jungle. That's just how it goes because of nature and nature's forces. But if you go slow, if you are calculated, I mean, have a look here. This is the rope, the natural rope that actually keeps this bridge together. Just some vines, but scary, right? Wow, okay, we're over. So, shall we make a walk over to the other rice field? Shall we go have a look? Okay, let's fast forward this trip. Let's go. Ooh, a big lizard. Okay, he's gone. He's just gone into the jungle. Sometimes they wait in the road because the road is more open and they can actually lie in the sun and become warm. That's the same for the snakes. So I'm never really surprised, but I am surprised when I see them. Just want to pause here for a moment. Just look at this beautiful temple. It's so beautiful. And actually part of this temple, Ibu Cynthia, you'll know better. This used to be a place where people would have water blessings and where they will actually bathe in the water as part of their religion. And you'll see all the water still dripping, filtering through. It's such a remarkable place. And this is a very sacred place. And even when we pass the temple, we do stop and acknowledge in our own way that we are very grateful to be here in nature, to be here in Bali, to be part of the land, to be part of the people, and that we never ever will take that for granted. So yeah, it's really cool to be so close to culture, to people, to religion, to nature, just everything. And that's worth conserving and worth looking after and worth celebrating and sharing. And that's exactly why we're also sharing it here with you guys. So, okay, let's have a look. It seems like I'm always coming down to the jungle after the rain. It's very different down here when it doesn't rain, which is very interesting. Everything can change in the blink of a storm. Every time it rains, the plants change, everything changes. So let's go up here. I'm gonna take a shortcut through this side. Again, keeping our eyes open. All these palm trees. So we're basically also taking you through a whole tour of the learning center. Whoa. Look down here. So strange. Look at that color. So definitely something in the rocks, in the minerals, and how it filters through the rice fields changes into that kind of like an orangey slime. I'm always so fascinated about it. But okay, let's go. We're almost there, guys. It's been quite a day for us. We've been trekking from rice field to rice field. You guys have been with us. Whoa, what's that? I think there's a cave there at the back. Something happening there. And just look at these stairs. What? They're like just carved out of rocks. And they go all the way up, 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 up. It's not even built. And it's so slippery. Okay, just watch my feet. Here we go. It's so small. It's narrow. It's slippery. Wow, are you guys okay? We'll just keep going. Oh yeah, we're almost at the top. can see it becomes more lighter up here. Let's see. Okay, I think we're through. Oh, everything just changes on the other side. Oh my gosh, I'm so exhausted. If you look back, so behind all of those trees, we literally just walked through all of those trees. That's quite a walk. And we're almost back to the learning center. Let's take the shortcut through here. And I want to show you what's been happening on this side. So on the one side of this river, next to the learning center, are rice. And they're planting rice. I'm just watching my step to see if there's no slithering friends coming through. And then of course, on this side at the moment, which is normally not like this, normally all of this will also be rice fields, but if you have a look here, can you see something? So we're just gonna go over slowly, and just before we show you, do you spot something? Is there something in here that you are seeing? Look at that. Wow, beautiful. Oh, these are all watermelons. So this whole rice field has been transformed into a watermelon patch. And I can see so many. Actually, I see a massive one. And these belong to the farmers, and they will take them to the market. I just watch my step. Go slow. Whoa! Look at this one! That is so big. And it's almost like a baby. Look at the umbilical cord going into this watermelon. And then I'm always so curious about even under, look here. They have a waxy film over them that actually protects them from the water and the wetness. And even when you do cut open a watermelon, you will see that their skin is quite thick before you get to the nice juicy part. And that's all part of their adaptation to keep them safe and to keep them healthy, because you do get a lot of insects that come with their stingers, and they actually sting the watermelons and then they will become rotten. But because they have a nice thick skin to protect them, sometimes those stings don't actually go all the way through. Now, there's quite a lot of watermelons like I've shown you, but the interesting thing is this little flower, you see this little flower here? Such a beautiful example. That flower, every flower will become a watermelon. And there you can see, out of that flower comes the watermelon, and then it grows and grows and grows, and then voila! Over time it becomes a juicy watermelon that, especially this time of year, if you are in the summer season, is much appreciated. I don't know if you're eating watermelons when it's cold and wintry, but these guys are really known for their summer. So again, there's so many ways that we can use nature. Here on the one side we have a rice field that is resting and it's been harvested, and literally on the other side here we have a rice field that is resting, but it's being used for watermelon planting in this season. I hope that you guys enjoyed our little trek through the jungle with me and Ibu Cynthia and Pak Arta, and we're gonna go and have a nice cold water now. So make sure that you guys tune in for some more challenges, expeditions, and just everything in between, okay? And don't miss the episode where we're gonna be cooking from nature, some artocarpus and snails. Ciao!
Hi, it's Peter and Nicolene from Tamed and Untamed Studio.
As usual, if you enjoyed our content, give us a shout out so that we can create especially what you would like to see next.
And don't forget to leave a comment below.